Hey guys, what's up? My name is Art. Time for another video. Sunday night, 9:30 ish. Um, Last couple weeks have been a very interesting time for me. Let's just say I've been enjoying this month significantly. I've been enjoying this month significantly. Okay. A couple weeks ago was my birthday, which is cool. Had a birthday dinner. I got some friends. On my birthday, I didn't really hang out with many friends. Well, no, I'm sorry. I did hang out with some friends. We watched the fight. The next day, went to a convention and got some stuff, which is fun. Then the week was not the best. It was trying, but it was okay. My sleeping patterns all screwed up like normal, but that's okay too as well. Um, Recently I got some stuff. Found this. Found this on. I won this in an auction. Don't know why I liked. I don't know why I bought it. Probably because I'm in the ideal of buying some older stuff, older comics, and I gotten this one again. The Web of Spider-Man #1, like in the mid to late '80s. The reason why this is one of the best covers I've ever seen, and the reason why this is very significant. The fun thing about it, I'm surprised that it's not worth a lot, but it's significant. This movie is significant. If you saw the first, if you saw the first Spider-Man movies from Sam Raimi, the third one when it has shows Venom, they use this material from the book because he was a comic book fan. So he used it. So he was kind of using the comic book storyline. And this is like the last version, last time you see the alien suit before Venom. So if you're into Venom, if you're into the Venom lore, Web of Spider-Man #1 is technically, well, the first one was the Secret Wars, then some other key issues, but this one right here is in my opinion, it's one of the best ones. Went to another convention yesterday. The damn, what's it called again? Midwest Great Lakes something. Great Lakes Comic Con. Found some stuff, which is cool. I bought two figures there, which I was looking for, and that was cool. I got to meet one of my favorite wrestling idols. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Now the reason why this this was very famous for me because back in the '80s, Bruce Lee was hot, and if you know anything about Bruce Lee, you know he was hot. And after that, everybody was into kung fu movies. And what happened? He busted out in the wrestling business, and the fun thing, he was an Asian guy, and he looked like Bruce Lee. So it was kind of funny. Got to meet him. Very awesome. Signed my autograph. Got a picture with him. Boom. Really nice guy. Very, very. Like for example, when you sometimes if you meet a celebrity, sometimes like, they're cool for your autograph, but sometimes you feel like, wow, this guy's genuinely nice. That's how this guy was. So another thing, I bought some books. Sorry, oh. Miss Marvel. This is a little thick graphic novel I've been looking for. It's her first origin story. The funny thing is, her first issue It's worth about 50 to 60 bucks right now. I can't find it for less than that. And supposedly she's gonna, it's a Pakistani hero. It was involved in Marvel's diversity thing. So, and she's a very hot character right now. The only problem is if they write her right, she'd be awesome. I found this Hawkeye. Now, My Life as a Weapon. This is the first volume to the second volume that I read. That I showed you one time. It was the second volume. This is the first volume. So I can't wait. I've been looking for this for a while, and I can't wait to read this. Also picked up a classic, X-Men God Love, Man Kills. The reason why this is a classic, if you remember the Hugh Jackman X-Men, the second movie, was based off of this book. And I cannot wait to read this. Cannot wait to read this. But anyway, so this week, earlier today, I thought I didn't know what was going on, and I was about to head off for the gym, and then all of a sudden I felt like wheezy and, really, really sick. So I stayed in bed. So I said, got put myself back up in the bed. I'm like, I'm not going to be lifting weights or exercising feeling like this. And I was like this the whole day. So something I didn't realize what was going on. Well, basically what it was, I had low blood glucose. I'm a diabetic, so what happens is that if you have if your blood glucose level is very high, it's not good. If it's very low, it wasn't good. Normally it's around 110 to 120 in the morning, but I guess throughout the day it went down to 76. So naturally I didn't realize what was going on. So all I had, then I remembered I didn't eat anything all day. All I had was a cup of coffee and a muffin. So naturally, when I had something high for dinner, and feeling better right now. Trust me. Whew. Boy, man, it's like sometimes when I had a queasy feeling, something like that. Usually it's kind of weird when something weird like that happens. You don't know what's going on. But today I finished this graphic novel called The End is Forever by the Fantastic Four. The End is Forever. Now, right now the Fantastic Four book is going again. But what happened was back then they decided to stop the Fantastic Four comic book. Now, according to Marvel, this is the first family of Marvel. The first family. One of the first books they ever produced under the Marvel. So why would they kill off or stop a title like this? It started back when they started selling their properties for movies, thinking those movies will help boost comic book sales, which it didn't. So all those comic book movies that you see, it doesn't boost really comic book sales. Even Free Comic Book Day, which is in the first weekend in May, is supposed to boost comic book sales. But what happens? People go there. It's the busiest day of the year, and people go there. Well, besides like Christmas season, it's the busiest day there and people just get free comic books and bounce. But anyway, so what happened was Marvel sold the rights to this and X-Men to Fox. They sold the rights to SpiderMan to Sony. So that means any X-Men villain, hero, Fantastic Four villain, hero, is technically owned by Fox for media purposes only. Spider-Man, all the villains and the heroes and all sorts of stuff, is technically run by Sony, media-wise. For example, have you ever seen the Daredevil TV show from Netflix? You know the newspaper? It was supposed to be called the Daily Bugle, but since the Daily Bugle is based on Spider-Man, and even though in the comic books, the Daily Bugle runs all over the place, they had to change the name because it's registered underneath Sony. So what happened was, the deal was, in a lot of these deals, with this is that you got to make a movie after a certain amount of time. If you don't make the movie in a certain amount of time, the rights go back to Marvel. So like the first two movies they did, Fantastic Four and Rise of the Silver Surfer, boom, mediocre hits, mediocre. No, it didn't shatter box. It wasn't shattering box office, but it was decent movies. Long period of time, then they released another one just to try to keep the license. Like that's why like sometimes things like this happen. What happened was Marvel decided not to keep producing X-Men comic books and Fantastic Four comic books when it was underneath the Fox license for a movie, because they didn't want to give Fox any new, they didn't want to give Fox any exposure. What? That didn't make sense. The comic book is a comic book, but the thing is, the Fox wouldn't even promote the comic. Didn't even promote the comic books. They'll say it's based off of Marvel, but they won't do anything for it. So what gives? So they decided to, we're going to X the story. We're going to stop X-Men. We have this new thing called Avengers versus X-Men that happens, and then they split off the X-Men, and then X-Men goes away. The characters get redivided and redisposed to other venues and comics and whatnot. Fantastic Four, they decided to write them off. They didn't die, but this is the last bit of comic books they did, and it's a pretty good movie. The Avengers make an appearance in it, but you know, after this, they didn't promote it at all. The characters went their own ways. They appeared in different books and whatnot. And then when Marvel assumed the rights back to rights back to X-Men and the rights back to the Fantastic Four, guess what happened? A new Fantastic Four comic book, a new X-Men comic book starts appearing. Now, fun thing is, they didn't do that with Spider-Man, because Spider-Man is one of their top-selling books, even though the X-Men is one of their top-selling books. But I guess since they worked out a deal with Sony, they was able to keep the Spider-Man books going. But anyway, this, if you like the Fantastic Four, this is a great book. What I was gonna do, I was gonna name some things about what happened in this book, but I really shouldn't, because of like spoilers. But you know, it's a very good family oriented comic. I mean, tell you the truth, when you talk about family, this book exemplifies these four, even though they're technically not blood related, except for one, Mr. Fantastic and Sue Storm are married, which makes Johnny his son, his brother-in-law, and the Thing is like their best friends for way back when. They're like a family, and they act like a family. So kudos to this book. Now, thank you. Do I read the Fantastic Four on a normal basis? The answer is no, because sometimes it gets kind of boring. But this one right here, I wanted it, and it's good. One good thing about this, it shows you the classic covers that other creators mentioned, that they're fat books. So it's kind of neat. And some of these ones I actually would like to get. So it's a good one. Well, today I just watched it. I just finished watching right before this movie. I finished watching this again. I love this movie. It's not the best movie, but I love it a lot. Might watch the second one tonight, or I might play some games or something like that. Don't know. Yesterday there was something I wanted to get off my chest for a while, and I didn't know exactly what I really didn't feel like I should do that, but I did it because it's something that was on my mind, and I felt like I had to give it out, and maybe it might help someone. That's my cat. She decides to open the door and come in, the door closes, and she can't really figure out how to get out yet. Claw, claw, claw. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is unlike most times, instead of keeping talking, I'm going to let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your night. And hopefully this week will be a great week for everyone. Boy, that cat's strange. Hopefully this is hopefully everybody have a great week this week, because you deserve a great week. Whether you're working, taking a relaxing, or decide not to go to work, have a great day, have a great week. So that, and I'm taking better care of my health, of course. Yep. All right. Talk to you guys later.